Historic day, apparently. Very many important subjects to discuss. I'd start with Ukraine. That will be on everybody's mind. The way we see it is that for 14 years Ukraine waited an answer from NATO, has not received one yet, endured 2 invasions by that time. And I think it's high time that we actually sit down and find a very specific, very concrete answer as to how Ukraine is going to move closer to NATO and one day become a member of the alliance. The second topic is the defense of eastern flank. The situation is not getting any better. Especially if somebody's thinking that Russia is stuck in Ukraine and no longer poses a threat. We don't see it that way. Apparently Russia is being able to rebuild, restructure, maybe even innovate if we're looking forward into the future. And there's additional factor of Belarus. And Belarus is not becoming a more stable, more friendly country. It was an accomplice in war. It is now just signed an agreement to house tactical nuclear weapons in its territory against its international obligations. So we consider it a growing threat. Therefore, it has to be addressed, and the only way to address it is with a stronger posture by the alliance on the eastern flank, and especially in the Baltic countries, who have the longest border with both countries, with Belarus and Russia. How much understanding do we have? Well, now obviously Turkey is undergoing the restructuring of the government, reformation of the government. So there's a technical delay that's understandable. But in any case, there's very high expectation that the Swedish flag will be raised with other 31 flags in Vilnius. And we're truly hoping for that to happen. Apparently that is, evidently that is one of the parameters of success of Vilnius Summit. We all want the Vilnius Summit to be a successful one. It's a very historic one. It's a very symbolic one. So obviously we're looking for, how do you measure that it was a successful one? So obviously the Sweden joining NATO would be one of the parameters.
Why does it make sense to speak now about Lithuanian membership when the war is still going on there?
Well, we spoke about German membership when there were 2 Germanys still. Apparently 14 years in my mind is enough time for Ukraine to have been waited. They applied and they reapplied for a second time. I think that there is an understanding that the war needs to cease in order for Ukraine to become a full-fledged member. But if we don't talk it now, I think it is not fair to the country who's been waiting in the antechamber for a very long time.
What is your message to Turkey? How will you apply pressure to Turkey?
Coming from Baltic states, the message from Lithuania is such that it's, when we're talking about Sweden, it's not just Swedish security. It's not just Scandinavian security. It's a Baltic region that wants to be more safe and secure, because we are probably in the European continent one of the most vulnerable regions there is. And therefore we expect understanding, because we also share understanding when it comes to Turkey's security woes. English or Lithuanian? Saugumo garantijos yra atskiras klausimas. Saugumo garantijos, vienintelė saugumo garantija, kurią NATO gali suteikti ir apie kurią mes diskutuosime, yra 5 straipsnis. Kalbant apie saugumo garantijas iš valstybių ar valstybių koalicijos, jos turi tai sutarti su Ukraina ir garantuoti tai, ko reikia Ukrainai, tol, kol neįlaukia savo galutinio įstojimo į NATO. Kai kurios idėjos, kurios skamba viešumoje, nebūtinai įtikina, kad jos yra labai rimtos arba turinčios daugiau turinio, negu dabar Ukraina gauna. Ukraina dabar jau gauna ir paramą, ir politinę paramą, ir finansinę paramą. Manau, kad tai turi tęsis be abejonės, bet iš esmės, kai mes kalbame apie tai, ko reikia Ukrainai, reikia tikro užtikrinimo, kad jinai nebebus daugiau užpulta. Okay, thank you. Ačiū.